Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Shri Radhe Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Dvaita Chandra Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Gaura Nitai Jaya Gaura Nitai Gaura Nitai Jaya Gaura Nitai Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrakaacharya Ashtodarsata Abhay Charnarvinda A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Shri Shri Radha Madhava Ki Nanta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya So, I would like to welcome everyone for today's Chaitanya Charitamrit class. And before I proceed, the shlokas which are here, which we will be going through, actually I'm not eligible to speak on this because these shlokas are very deep. I mean, when we go to the 115, I think, yeah, 114. So after 115, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is instructing Sanatan Goswami about accepting the spiritual master and what to do after accepting the spiritual master's shelter. So all these he's been instructing now. So someone who is a realized soul can really speak properly on this. So I'm not the right candidate, but I have been asked to serve, and I am serving it first for my purification. So, and then I'm trying to serve all the devotees here. So I can see Shamrasa Mataji and all the devotees who are more senior than me in all the aspects, in age, in intelligence, in knowledge, in devotion, everything. So they are more higher to me. So I would request that in case I do any mistakes, please forgive me. And if something good, then we can inspire each other and grow in our devotional service. Yeah. So we go to the okay. The 114 text. It's here. It's 114, 117. Ah, okay. So what do we do? Okay, we start from 114 and then eventually we'll go to 117. So you can repeat after me. Vividha anga sadhana bhaktira bahuta vistara संक्षेपे कहिए कीचु sadhana anga sara. So I'll read 115, 116 and then maybe we recite this, yeah? Would be easier to follow, it seems. So 115 is Guru Pada Shraya Diksha Guru Rasevana Sadharma Shiksha Pracha Sadhu Marga Anugamana. And then 116 is Krishna Pritya Bhoga Tyaga Krishna Tirthe Vasa Yavana Nirvaha Pratigraha Ekadashi Upvasa. Now we go to 117. Dhatri, so you can repeat after me. Dhatri Ashwatha Go Vipra Vaishnava Pujana Sevanam Apradhadi Dure Visarjana. Dhatri Swatha Go Vipra Vaishnava Pujana Sevanam Apradhadi Dure Visarjana. Dhatri Ashwatha Go Vipra Vaishnava Pujana Sevanam Apradhi Dure Visarjana. Anybody would like to recite? Dhatri Ashwatha Go Vipra Vaishnava Pujana Sevanam Aparadhadi Dure Visarjana. Dhatri Ashwatha Go Vipra Vaishnava Pujana Sevanam Aparadhi Dure Visarjana. Anybody is from Mataji? Dhatri Ashwatha Go Vipra Vaishnava Pujana Sevanam Apradi Dure Dure Visarjana. Word to word translation. Dhatri, a type of tree. Ashwatha, the banyan tree. Go, the cows. Vipra, the brahmanas. Vaishnava, the devotees of Lord Vishnu. Pujana, worshipping. Seva, in devotional service. Nama, in chanting of the holy name. Na, aparadhadi, the offenses. Dure, far away. Visarjana, giving up. Translation: one should worship dhatri trees, banyan trees, cows, brahmanas, and devotees of Lord Vishnu. One should avoid offenses against the devotional service and the holy name. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. There are 10 items in the beginning of devotional service. Up to the point of worshipping the dhatri trees, banyan trees, cows, brahmanas, and devotees of Lord Vishnu. The 11th item is to avoid offenses when rendering devotional service and chanting the holy name. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuru Unmilitamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavansha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Vitamsha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavtaram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, I will start referring from 113 and we'll go in the series. So, the first limb of bhakti, we would say, or the first instruction, like there were many instructions prior to this. Mahaprabhu instructing the devotees coming from Kulanigram, when Mahaprabhu used to stay there. So devotees from some parts of Bengal used to visit Mahaprabhu once in a year for 2-3 months. And then they used to ask Mahaprabhu, what are your instructions for us, for the devotees? And then Mahaprabhu instructed earlier in the 15th chapter that first they used to ask what is our duty, because they were all grahasthas and they had this the occupation of weaving the silk. Then Mahaprabhu told them to bring the silk, the ropes of silk entangled into each other so that he can make a rope for the Rath Yatra, So they brought it first time. Then second time they asked, now what is our duty or what is our seva in being in Grihastha ashram. Or then Mahaprabhu told, serve the devotees. Then they asked, what is the sign of a devotee? Then Mahaprabhu said, the one who chants the holy name once is a devotee. Then they go, second time they come, the next year they ask Mahaprabhu the same question. What is a sign of a devotee? What is our duty? Then Mahaprabhu says, the one who chants the holy name without interruption is a devotee. So you should serve him, you know. Then they take this instruction, they go back again. Next year, third year, they come back. They ask again, Mahaprabhu, what is the instruction for us? Who are devotees? Whom should we serve? What are the qualities of devotees? And then Mahaprabhu says, the one who serves without any interruption. Second is who chant the holy name, who remembers Krishna. But now, third, he says, who never forgets Krishna. You should serve. Those are the qualities of the devotee. And after this, then now here, Mahaprabhu is explaining the process of devotional service to Sanatan Goswami. And then he says, Martavya satatam Vishnur vismartyo na ja uchit sarva vidhi nishedasyor etayor eva kinkaram. So, Mahaprabhu is telling here that smartavya means to remember, one should remember. And satatam is always, he should never forget. Vishnuhum, remembering Lord Vishnu. And then vismartavyo na ja uchit. So the one who vismartya is should be forgotten, or should na ja uchit is not to be forgotten or never at any time. No one should forget Vishnu. Sarve, all. And then vidhi nishedaha. So vidhi is rules, and nished is like don'ts. Like there are do's and don'ts. So nished is don'ts, we shouldn't do, or restrictions. And then sure, it is said, are, which exists. And etayoho eva kinkaraha. Servants of these two principles only. So what are the two principles? Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. These are two principles. Here Mahaprabhu is telling Sanatan Goswami. And Satatam means all the time, never forgetting Krishna. Whatever we do, may it be cooking, may it be traveling somewhere, if we are doing some seva at that time also, we should remember Krishna and always meditate on him. And remembering Krishna is our mata smritir jnana apohanam cha, it is said. So from me comes the remembrance, knowledge, and the forgetfulness also. So when we remember Krishna, he gives the situation, he makes the situation in such a way for us that we keep remembering him and we never forget him. And then sarva vidhi nisheda is all rules and like do's and don'ts. Like we have been told to rise up early, chant the holy name, follow 4 regulative principles, respect the brahmanas, don't do offenses towards holy name, don't do offenses towards devotees. So these are the do's and don'ts. So now we would ask, why are these all rules? You know, sometimes when we say, okay, we are from ISKCON, people are like, oh, there are so many rules. Don't eat this, don't do that, don't do this, don't. But these rules are ultimately for us to align more towards remembering aspect of Krishna. Like for an example, there are traffic rules also. For what they are? To save ourselves from accident, to serve the people who all are traveling, to go in a proper way so that everyone can go peacefully. Yeah? So similarly, these rules, they are for us so that we can remember, we become favorable, we get the conditions favorable to remember Krishna all the time. And that's why these rules are there of which we follow: reading the Shastras, chanting the holy name, avoiding the offenses, and engaging our mind senses in the service. Because wherever our mind is, there is our thought process. Whatever the thought process is our actions, and whatever are our actions are our habits, and whatever are our habits are, those are our characteristics. Yeah. So like Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, man mana mad bhakto, yeah. So keep remembering me, keep pay obeisances unto me, speak about me. So when we follow all this, and we also remember, like Prahlad Maharaj, when he was in so much of trouble, he remembered Krishna. Draupadi, when she was in trouble, she remembered Krishna. Gajendra Moksha, he again remembered Krishna. So there are so many pastimes in Bhagavatam we can see, and which shows that remembering is such an important aspect of our devotional service. Yeah. So the 9 processes of Bhakti also start with Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam. Smaranam. It's very important. And then, with like, if there is a sun, darkness cannot exist. Yeah, it cannot be at the same time. Like sun is there and night is also there. It's not possible. Similarly, if we remember Krishna, then at that time Maya won't exist also. It cannot be both at same time. Either you remember Krishna, you go away from Maya, or you remember you are in Maya, you forget Krishna. So that's the most benefit of remembering Krishna. And then in 114, it is said, Vividha Anga Sadhana Bhaktir Bahuta Vishtara Sankshepe Kahya Kichu Sadhana Anga Sara. So he is saying, I shall say something about various practices of devotional service, which is expanded in so many ways. I wish to speak briefly on the essential practices. So here now Mahaprabhu is going to speak about the devotional services. So the 10 limbs first, we will be seeing into. And then 115 is Guru Padashraya Diksha Gurura Sevana Sadharma Shiksha Pracha Sadhu Marga Anugamana. So now the principle which we know is like Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. But before this comes, where did I keep it? Okay. So before this, when we follow this Shravanam Kirtanam, but for that there is one important aspect which goes in the shlok later on. Iti Pumsa, I forgot. Okay, it says in the last sentence, where did I forgot it. Okay, so to follow this 9 processes, the last aspect mentioned in that shloka, Sarva, no, one second, I have to find that shlok now, because it's in my, it will keep nagging me. One second. Yeah. So, yeah. So, after this shlok, it says, Iti Pumsar Arpita Vishnu Bhakti Chena Nava Lakshana. So, it is said that first we have to surrender, and then the 9 process starts. Yeah. So, we have to first surrender ourselves unto Guru, and then we can follow this all 9 principles. That was that it says here, that one who engages in these 9 processes, offering them to the Supreme Vishnu, is the most learned person, though he may not know anything else. So first we have to surrender ourselves to Krishna, and then he would be able to follow this 9 processes of bhakti, and he would be known as the learned person. So now, as we cannot surrender directly to Krishna, we have our gurus. Now here in next 16 and 17, here Mahaprabhu is asking Sanatan Goswami. It is said, Krishna, this is 116, Krishna Pritiya Bhoga Tyaga Krishna Tirthe Vashaha Yavan Nirvaha Pratigraha Ekadashi Upvasa. And then, sorry, I missed 115, it seems. Yeah, 115, it is said, Guru Padashraya. We should take, that is the 3 steps over here been told, that we have to first have the Guru Padashraya. Guru Padashraya is taking the shelter of Guru and serving him. So serving Guru is in 2 forms. One is Vapu and second is Vani. So Vapu is also important, but the most important is Vani. But why Vapu is important? Because reading, remembering Krishna, chanting the holy name, that is there. But to not cut the knots of our heart, which is connected, that is called Hriday Granthi, those can only be cut when we serve spiritual master physically with Vapu. Yeah. Because these granthis cannot be cut off, the knots cannot be cut only by these 3 or 4 devotional service, but one of the important aspect I remember Sri Raghunath Das Goswami stating that doing Vapu Seva is the most potential aspect to cut the knots in the heart. You know, because our devotional service, our connection with Guru is heart to heart. Yeah, it's not only physical. So when we do this Padashraya of Guru, then, you know, we start getting cutting the knots of this Hridaya Granthi, the anarthas, you know, they can be cut with the physical seva of a Guru. So first of all, the meaning of Guru is Gu is darkness and Ru is remover. Yeah, so it starts from here only, that we first start serving him, start serving the Guru. So first is Guru Padashraya, and then he says Diksha. So now what is Diksha? So yeah, so Diksha is to give Divya Jnana, the divine knowledge, when we accept the spiritual master, and he gives us the shelter when we take Diksha. So he give us the Divya Gyan, and Kshay is Kshay. Kshay means to, how would I say, to destroy the sinful activities. So that is the Diksha over here. So now there is one in, I think, here only in chapter 15, Mahaprabhu says this, Tate Krishna bhaje kare guru sevana. You know, this is the first line of that shlok, which says, the Tate means the word therefore. So Guru connects us to Krishna, but for what? And what we have to do for that is Guru sevana. We have to serve Guru first. And then we see in Bhagavad Gita also that when Arjuna surrendered to his Guru, and when he accepted, you know, the Shishya Bhava, Shishyati ham iti mam tvam prapannam, it is said. So that is the moment where liberation actually began, because Krishna started giving all the knowledge of the divine knowledge to him. And then the second line of this shloka is Maya Jale Chute. So the net of illusion is been removed. Like, you know, if we see in the apartments, there are nets, so that the birds don't enter it, yeah. Or else, when we sing Mahaprasade Govinde, the mantra, then we say Sharira Avidyajal. You know, this body is Sharira Avidyajal. Avidya is, it's in darkness, you know, and then it's a jal. Jal is a net again. So this body is Avidyajal. And now if we see like a fisherman, he puts the net, you know, first to catch the fish. So it's already Avidyajal. So same net of illusion is on us. And then when he puts that, he also puts some food to the fish, so that food can, you know, try to catch it. Shri Shri Prahlad Narsimhadev Bhagavan Ki. So Maya gives us, you know, little, so that we try to catch it and get stuck in that net more and more, you know. And then the fisherman pulls it out. Similarly, our life is also finished when we try to enjoy with the Maya. And then the third line, it says, Paya Krishnara Charana. So then, if we take the shelter of a Guru and serve with his instructions, we achieve Krishna's lotus feet. So what is achieving Krishna's lotus feet is? Achieving the Krishna Prem. When in the morning after 10 offenses, we say the desired success is achieving Krishna Prema. So that can be, that is what we achieve when we follow this. So it is said that Krishna stands away, from who directly try to reach him, or with our talents, or our intellectual, or with our skills. But the one who walks towards Guru or from Guru, Krishna gives himself to them. In serving Guru, the disciples' egos, the anarthas, the false egos, it's all melts. And that's why when we go towards Guru, we get the more access, closer access to Krishna, because he has Krishna himself. Because Guru is heavy, Guru is Tattva. It's a philosophy, I would say in English. Guru is a Tattva. So he has two things with him. First is he has mercy and blessings of Radharani. And second, he has Kripa, it is again blessings and mercy of Balramji and Nityanand Prabhu. So why Radharani's mercy? Because she has this, she only has this. She is the only who has this nature of thinking always what is going to make happy for Krishna, or what is the happiness for Krishna. Only she can think it. Apart from her, like we think for our happiness all the time. But she is the one who always thinks for the happiness of Krishna. And now, the devotees, our spiritual master, our acharyas who have already developed this nature, Radharani blesses them. Yeah. So now if you see in Vrindavan, Radha Krishna are there, but the Lilas, Prakashita, how would I say this? The Lila came into existence because of our Shad Goswamis, yeah? That Lila pastimes where Krishna was doing, but who is showing us? Who is helping us to understand those pastimes? Is our Shad Goswamis, yeah? So similarly, our Acharyas have already got this Swabhav of Radharani, the nature of Radharani, to think always the happiness of Krishna. And now, when we accept the shelter of our Guru, then we also start slowly getting into this. With their mercy, we also start getting more closer to Krishna and start thinking of what will please Krishna. Because most of the time, we think, okay, I sing such a such melody, I will be happy. I sit at one place, chant 64 rounds. For what? For my happiness? And then I do this. I do this seva for my happiness. If I eat prasadam, if I find something less in it, I say, oh, salt is less. I complain this, that. But we don't think, oh, what should I do for Krishna? What will please Krishna? When this thought, when this sentence starts coming, that is the time when we will get with the mercy of Guru, we will get more closer to Krishna. What will please Krishna? That main comes from Radharani. And second, as I said, Guru has the mercy of Balram, Nityananda. So how? Because from Krishna came Baldevji. From Baldev came the Mahasankarshan. And from Mahasankarshan came the Garbhodakshai Vishnu, Kshirodakshai Vishnu, Karnodakshai Vishnu, and from this came Jiva Tattva. So now Baldev tells this Maya Devi that I have a department of Jivas, Jiva Tattva, so you help me, So Maya is under the control of Baldev. So now our spiritual master, having the mercy of Balram, they are not into Maya. They are away from Maya, because Balram, where there is a control of Balramji, how can their Maya be troubling, So he has the control over it. And that's why, Guru has these two things. And that's why when we take shelter of them, we get the strength. It is called Chitta Bala. So our Chitta, our consciousness gets the strength to fight with Maya. Yeah. Like when we sit in the morning, our mind is wandering everywhere where it shouldn't. Yeah. And it is not focusing where it should at that moment. It goes everywhere. So our Chitta, our consciousness is not having that strength to fight with this Maya. So where we get this from? From our gurus. Yeah, we do bhajan, but how can we do bhajan when our mati is still in Maya? When we think, oh, this is my, we are still attached to some bodily identification. We are still attached to some possessions. We are still attached to some, achieve the material desires. So our mind is still in Maya, then what kind of bhajan we can do without the mercy of Guru? Yeah. So this is the importance of Guru, and Guru has these two main tattva. Yeah. With this tattva, with this philosophy, if we go and surrender ourselves unto the lotus feet of spiritual master, so surrendering means not only sitting at the lotus feet of the spiritual master, but following his instructions, giving up our own independence, giving up our own desires, giving up our own expectations, giving up our own will, These aspects, giving up ourselves completely, is the surrenderance towards the Guru. Yeah. When we feel, oh, our Guru instructs that be in association of devotees, be in the temple, come to temple, do the seva over here. Now when Brian Prabhu gives lot of seva, I try to run, this Brian Prabhu, so much seva. So what kind of instruction are we following here? Yeah. Now if I wish to sing and Brian Prabhu says, no, you play Kartal. It's opposite of my will. Yeah. And then I feel, he's not at all good, I keep running away from him. So giving up our desire, giving up our will, giving up our expectations, giving up our everything, whatever, our, in quotes, is the actual surrenderance towards the Guru. And when we do this, then we would be able to do the 9 processes of Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. Yeah. And then we see Guru has again 2 things to give us. So one is Kripa, Guru Kripa, and Guru Anchan, it is said. So what Guru Kripa is? He gives us this, the developing the nature of thinking only about happiness, about Krishna. He gives this mercy. And what is Krishna Anchan? Like when Guru comes, he sees his disciple, he just calls him, glorifies him, and garlands him, because he knows that if I don't satisfy his pride, or if I don't satisfy his respect aspect, he will go out of devotional service. So Guru tries to, pacify him. Okay, I'll glorify you a little bit, but internally it's not there. But what is Guru Kripa? It is internal. It goes more deep. And in this case, the Guru chastises the disciple, because he knows now this disciple has surrendered unto me, and if he does something wrong, I can, chastise him. I heard, I forgot who it was, Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj. He was so strict. You do something wrong, or you just ask him a question out of this bhav that I know, because we read Shastras, we learn, we hear something, we feel I know everything now. Yeah. And then out of that we go and we try to ask questions to Guru with this mood of I know. And then the disciples, if they ask something to Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj, used to be so strict. He used to say, just shut up. Go do your bhajan. Don't ask me any question. Do your bhajan, do your seva. You will get all the answers, You are not allowed to ask the questions. I forgot whom. And he was so strict. So same as our life should be. Like for an example, people who have dog. Does dog ask that owner, hey, why should I go and protect your house? No. It does its duty, yeah. If someone goes and rings the bell, if you go out from here, from our temple on the right side towards Dhira Nitai Prabhu's house, you see those 2 dogs, how they keep running. Crazy they go. If someone is only walking through on the road, they come running, just trying to protect the master. And those dogs, they have been told, you should not bite anyone. So they don't bite anyone. They've been told, hey, sit down. They sit down. They've been asked, get up. They get up. They just follow, So that's why when the owner comes, they go, they respect the owner. So one of my colleague was telling in the office. So I was like, why do you keep these pets, you know? Then he was like, this pet is such a nice, then my parents, my girlfriend, my wife, they are in the house. But when I come from office tired, at the gate, this dog waits for me to welcome. It's such a nice, by my parents and they don't come, but this dog comes first. He is standing at the gate right at 5 p.m. when I arrive at the door and he is welcoming me. So, why this love is developing? Because first is the dog has surrendered himself unto his owner. And now, if you see the owner, there is one belt in the dog's neck, but most of the time the owner has that rope or belt, I don't know, yeah, belt maybe, in the hands of the owners. And wherever the owner pulls that belt, there goes the dog. Yeah. And then even if the belt is not there, the dog only follows the owner. It doesn't go where it wants because he's been trained like it. Yeah, like that, to follow your owner, your master. So we have also our gurus who are so wonderful. They have given us everything. What we need to do is just surrender ourselves and just follow what they say. And if we do this, what will happen? Their blessings in a form of love will be on us. And what will happen with this? We will also get the habit to think only for the happiness of Krishna and not for the happiness of our own self. So, when we take the shelter of Guru and we get these two things also. So now, for an example, you see this iron chains, you know, the big chains, we can tie a bag or we tie the luggage, you know. So why these chains are like this, you know, one block is interconnected to the other block. The blocks are interconnected to each other. So, So similarly, we have to connect ourselves catching the lotus feet of our spiritual master. Because that chain is very strong, you know, because they are interconnected. The blocks are interconnected. Similarly, if we are interconnected to our spiritual master's lotus feet, that is his instructions, then that chain will be very strong. So now what happens is, if the lock is there, even if there is a wind, that chain will just move, but it won't break. Yeah. Similarly, if we catch hold the spiritual master's lotus feet, he is connected to his spiritual master, they are connected to our acharyas. Our acharyas are locked with the lotus feet of the Krishna, you know. So there are no chances that we falling off as the iron rod. Yeah, once there is a strong wind of Maya, we might little bit shake here and there, but we won't fall apart as the locks don't part apart from the chain, you know. So we have to catch hold of this chain, and then we would be able to stay in this Krishna consciousness all the time and achieving the goal of Krishna Prem, which we are trying to. So as I said, Guru is Tattva. So these are the, you know, Halladini Shakti and Sandhini Ekadashi. Shakti it is said, not Ekadashi. Shakti. Halladini Shakti and Sandhini Shakti. So this is, Halladini Shakti is Radharani's energy, and Sandhini Shakti is Balram's strength. So when we will also get the bal for our chitta, for our consciousness, when we will also get the strength to fight Maya from Balramji, but first from our Guru, then we would be able to chant, or we would be able to attain the goal which we are trying to achieve, that is the Krishna Prem. So now the last, this main shlok, which says is Dhatri Ashwatha Go Vipra Vaishnava Pujana Seva Nam Aparad Adi Dure Visarjana. So now what happens is, Mahaprabhu is saying one should avoid this 10 offenses, and one should be a devotee of Lord Vishnu. So being the Lord of Vishnu is and also a definition of Vaishnav. Who is a Vaishnav? Who is the devotee of Vishnu is called a Vaishnav. So yeah, so we have to try to become devotees of Lord Vishnu and also avoid the offenses against the devotional service and the holy name. So now when if we go behind, his Mahaprabhu is giving, this is the 10th and 11th quality Mahaprabhu is telling, but there before this there were 10 limbs. So one must accept the bona fide spiritual master. We discussed why now how to identify who is a bona fide spiritual master, because if we see externally we might find that, oh, my spiritual master is also eating pizza, I am also eating pizza, he is also sleeping, I am also sleeping, he is also taking bath, I am also, so externally he is also wearing dhoti kurta, I am also wearing dhoti kurta. So externally we would feel he is doing everything the same I am doing, so what's the difference? So the first two identifications of Guru is they have these two tattva, and Guru is tattva. It's not something which can only be seen through the physical eyes. And then second, he said one must accept the initiation. So we discussed taking Diksha. What is Diksha? Diksha is to remove the ignorance. Is called Diksha. And then third, he said one must serve him. So one must serve him is again Guru Padashray, which we discussed, that we should serve the Guru because by serving he helps us cutting the knots in our heart, cutting the anarthas. And it is said Diksha Kale Atma Samarpan. So at the time of initiation the disciple offers himself completely, like we discussed the example of dog, he completely surrenders to his master. So at the time of Diksha we get the name and we also get, it is called a rebirth. Now the soul is been getting aligned to Krishna by the mercy of Guru. Yeah. So when we do this, Diksha Kale Bhakta Kare Atma Samarpana, and then Sai Kale Krishna Tare Kare Atma Sama. So it is said at the time of initiation, a devotee fully surrenders unto the service of the Lord. Krishna then accepts the devotee as good, as good as himself. So at Diksha, we receive not only the name, but also a new identity, a rebirth. The soul which was the heart which wanted the appreciation, we want appreciation, now is seeking for a purification. And then the soul now wants to be, the soul which wants to be seen now wants to serve the Krishna, it is said. And now besides this, the Guru is the witness. He stands besides us and he is a witness. He is a witness. From today, we should also in this bhav that from today I belong to Guru and Krishna. I don't belong to this body. That is the Diksha actually. And then it is said one must receive instructions from the spiritual master and make inquiries in order to learn devotional service. And fifth is one must follow in the footsteps of the previous acharyas and follow the directions given by the spiritual master. And then sixth is one should be prepared to give up everything for Krishna's satisfaction, and one should also accept everything for Krishna's satisfaction. Again, one must live in a place where Krishna is present. So it can be Vrindavan, Mathura or a Krishna temple. And then one should acquire livelihood that is just sufficient to keep body and soul together. Then it is said one must fast on Ekadashi. And then the 10th is this, that one should worship the banyan trees, cows, brahmanas and the devotees of Lord Vishnu. And the 11th is one should avoid offenses against the devotional service and the holy name. These are the 11 points. There are more, 64 it goes on to, but these are first 10, um, 11 we just looked into. And then it starts with, like, the first starts with Guru, and then it ends till avoiding offenses. So this is the process we have to follow. And when we surrender, when we give up everything as mentioned by Mahaprabhu, then we would follow what our Guru wants. And when we follow what our Guru wants, then we achieve what we are here for. Yeah. And also Guru Padashray, Diksha, and last is Guru Sevana, which we will discuss on, and then we will stop here. So Guru Sevan is again related to same, that doing seva unto Guru is following again his instructions, but at the same time we do our bhajan. So here are two things now in Guru Sevan. So we do our bhajan, that is, we do Krishna, we do chanting, we follow all these regulative principles, but under the direction of Guru, that is Guru Sevana. And yeah, when we do this, then we are under as this shlok says, where was it? Yeah. So sad dharma shiksha pracha sadhu marga anugamana. So when we do this Guru Sevan, we are doing Guru Anugaman. So we are trying to follow the footsteps of Guru, and that's why we say Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Yeah. And then we say Na koriya mane na kare. We don't desire for any other asha, hopes, or any other desire apart from following the instructions of our Guru. That's what we say every day in Guru Puja. And then such a wonderful our Krishna consciousness is. You see, the parent or a father is more happy when someone glorifies his son. Yeah. Father he feels proud. Oh, my son is glorified. Yeah. Similarly, Krishna feels so happy when we glorify his beloved devotees. And that's why we start our day glorifying or praying to his devotees. We don't say, Samsarada, Vande Krishna Charnaravindam. We don't say this. We say, Vande Guru Shri Charnaravindam. Yeah. We say Samsara Dava. So we pray to Guru, we worship Guru in front of Krishna. So Krishna feels so happy. And that's how our day starts. And this is such a wonderful thing, such practical our devotional services. And we should be proud of this, that I am in this, I am a disciple, I am in this bona fide spiritual sampradaya. We should be proud of this. If we are proud of this, then we will have strength to do the devotional service. Like for an example, if someone says, hey, your sampradaya is not good, this sampradaya is good, or just Brahma Jyoti, that is good, why you are doing this? But we should be, if we have this proud feeling, we will say, wait, I know what is my sampradaya, I know what is my Guru and Acharyas teaching me, I know this. Though we don't know completely, but at least we start getting it when we join here. So we should have this proud thing in our heart. If we don't have this, like Krishna himself tells to Uddhava that I love my devotees, more than myself, I love my devotees. So we should have this abhiman, this abhiman of being under the shelter of Guru. Because this is the one keeps us going, that gives us some positive aspect. Like Narottam Das Thakur, Narottam Das Thakur loved Ramchandra ji, but his Guru was Loknath Goswami. Yeah. Similarly, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami loved Rupa Raghunath, wherein he says that Sentence I forgot. So they were also their favorites, yeah. So we should have our favorite, our favorite is, yes, we are under Srila Prabhupada. He is my favorite. And when we have this proud feeling, then we would be able to carry our devotional service. Otherwise, it would be just like a dry leaves, They don't have any, they just fall apart when there is autumn. After autumn, they start falling apart when the conditions like winter comes in. Similarly, our life would be. So if we are proud, then we will be grateful. And our Krishna consciousness starts first with being grateful. So I stop here for, if any comments, any feedbacks, any questions, you can ask. Yes, Prabhuji. Oh my God, Brian Prabhu is asking. To answer him, I need to study first. Yes, Prabhu.
No, thank you very much for your very nice points. I had one question. So you spoke much about the importance of following Guru, and also the process of surrender, our own needs, our own thoughts of how to do things, and follow up. And I wanted to ask if you can elaborate on how to keep the balance between this discipleship and also our own individuality, and maintain our critical thinking, of course, and the different situations, and so not just to merge into or like shut down whatever thinking we have, but still also be an individual and be actively, intelligently also. So how to keep this balance?
Yes, I was, maybe I and Rajat Prabhu were discussing something, and he said a wonderful point that as Krishna has many gunas, so every entity has his own nature. He has his own swabhav. He was telling me, if I caught it rightly. So yes, we do have our individuality, but at the same time, we should think whatever we do, will this please my spiritual master? Will this please Srila Prabhupada? That should be the first question should come to our mind. So now for an example, I don't like to get up early in the morning, but it's the instruction of Guru, and if I follow his instruction, he'll be happy. So this is a small example. I'm just trying to connect the dots, and then we can get the answer. Yeah. So there will be differences in our nature, in our thought processes, but at the same time, when we take the diksha, or when we accept the shelter, it is said with instructions comes the blessings, with empowerment also. So when we will take diksha, when we will take shelter, even though I don't have the exact mood, or I don't have the exact nature of my spiritual master, but still I would be trying to align whatever my nature is with spiritual master's nature. Yeah. And then we will, when we align this mood with our spiritual master, though we are different, we would be physically and with our thought process, but the mood will take us to one goal, that is the goal of thinking, is Krishna happy? How Krishna will be happy? That that is our end goal, yeah. So even if we are here on the right and one is on the left, but still the goal is same. So they walk different direction, but the goal remains the same. So I would just like to share this example, just clicked in me, how our gurus are always thinking, and then I'll come back to your answer. How gurus are always, thinking of happiness of Krishna. So last few weeks, I would say, of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj. So when he had this accident, and he was already, more than 78, 79, and with this extensive traveling, and his, he had this Parkinson and all. So there was a GBC meeting, and Maharaj was the host of it. Now before the GBC meeting, there was initiation. So he gave the initiations to his disciples, and then he met with an accident. He fell in the bathroom and he couldn't go. He was planning, should I go or not go? Now he is the one who did most of the Mangal Aartis. He is the one who has been serving Srila Prabhupada's instruction of being a GBC for more than 40 years straight. No break, no resignation, nothing. Straight 40 years. since Prabhupada gave him, straight 40 years he's being serving Prabhupada. Then Prabhupada asked him for book taking the care of BBT and the book distribution. He's been BBT chairman since then. He's been the one who is, being the the inspiration behind the book distribution, mostly in India. So wherever he used to go, for before marathon, that temple used to be the first in distribution. Like initially he used to be in Delhi, so Delhi used to be the first. Then he used to go Mayapur, then Mayapur started standing first. Then he started coming to Pune, then we were straight 4 years we were the first. So he was the inspiration of this. So in spite doing this all, he when fell down and then doctor said, Maharaj, you should rest now. You shouldn't get up for Mangalarti. Then, because if he wants to get up at Mangalarti, he used to start seeing his watch from 1 o'clock only. Is it 3? Is it 3? Because he had this anxiety, because as I'm getting old, I need to get up early because I take time to get ready and I need to reach for worshipping. So he used to sleep only attentively like 2-3 hours, due to which the Parkinson developed a lot, and then it all. So now when doctor said that you shouldn't go, then he said, okay. In front of doctors, he will say, okay. And then next day, night, he will tell softly to his servant, please wake me up. I want to go to Mangalarti. He used to do like this. Now, servant used to think, oh, Maharaj is instructing me, I should follow it. But then, these doctors, they understood him. Maharaj is not listening to us. So, their main doctor used to come from, AIIMM. What is that? AIMS. Those main doctors used to come. Maharaj, and they were very strict. Maharaj, you have to not go for Mangalarti. And then Maharaj used to be like, what should I? Maharaj used to say, yes, okay, I will follow what you say, this, that. And then they want the secretaries also that if you wake Maharaj, then we will see to you, You should also not follow what Maharaj says. Then secretary said, okay. And then they told secretary, you also have to take care of him. Because the father is strict towards his son. That is one way of love, because father wants he shouldn't do anything wrong. So the secretaries were told, do you want your Maharaj not stay here? This, that, this doctors used to tell. And then the secretaries, when Maharaj used to say in the evening that please wake me, the secretary said, no Maharaj, I won't. Then Maharaj used to say softly, you all are taking away the opportunity I have to serve Srila Prabhupada and Krishna. He used to say like this. In spite serving so much, for 45 years. And then he used to say these sentences, that you are snatching away. And when will I please my Guru? You are taking away the opportunity to please my Guru. He used to say like this. And then secretaries can just melt what they can say. So these are our Guru, They are just thinking, how can I make my Guru happy? How can I make Krishna happy? These are our Guru. So this is a small pastime which I happened to experience. So I just shared it. So I was saying, so coming back to your question, that though we have these differences, and there will be differences for sure, but we should try ourselves to align what would our spiritual master want us to do in that certain given situation. If we have this first question, like we have some another thought and our Guru wants something, some another thought from us, then we should be surrendered that much that we give our thought. Or we cannot change our individuality for sure, but at least we can try to align our mood to what our Guru has. And when we align the mood with our Guru, definitely we won't be able to act as our Guru is acting or doing, but at least the consciousness of achieving the goal would be on the same path, I think, Prabhu. I don't know if I answered you correctly. I need to study more, then I can answer you. But yeah, this is what my current knowledge and whatever little bit of realization I have. But maybe Sanjay Prabhu can add. He has more than me. If you want to say something on this, Prabhu. And yeah. Anything else? Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Just at the end, the last sentence, you said, Krishna consciousness starts with gratefulness. So maybe in a nutshell now, could you shortly describe practically, like for example, me as a sadhaka, how I can really express this gratitude or cultivate this gratitude towards Guru and also Krishna?
Firstly, like what I practically try to do is, now we know that when we, so practical actions we will speak first externally and then we go internally, yeah, for this. So externally, when we get up from the bed, we say thank you to Krishna, that Krishna, thank you, that because of you, at least I'm alive, yeah. Because he is giving us the air, oxygen, which we didn't bring while taking birth, and we are not paying any tax for that. So because of that oxygen, I am at least alive. Okay, now I'm not only alive, I'm having a good health. You know, I can walk, I can hear, I can seek, I can speak. So at least I have good health conditions, you know. So this is where I start. This is how, with what, this is the mood I start my day with, of being grateful. Now, when I have this vehicle in proper stage, now internally I have to put the fuel in vehicle to run. So what is that internal? So when we come here, we pay first obeisances to Prabhupada and we can say, thank you, Prabhupada, you know, because if he was not there, just keep him out of our life. What we were doing? We were just out struggling like a insect in a cow dung to come out of the cow dung, yeah? Just trying for some happiness which is going to not be there. Yeah, this would be our life. But he gave us everything. He gave us the philosophy. He gave us association of devotees. He gave us everything. And he gave us that much that we fight for that sometimes. I want this seva, I want this post, I want this. But when we fight, he gave us everything, then we fight, yeah. So first, internally, when we put the obeisances and we start saying, thank you, Prabhupada. And you know, because of you, I have everything. If you wouldn't have been then, I wouldn't have been here. And if I wouldn't have been here, then there is no complaints, there is no fighting for seva or nothing. No Chaitanya Charitamrita, no Bhagavatam, no Krishna conscious, no thinking of this, no Guru, nothing would have been there, yeah. So this is the most basic foundation of starting to be grateful. You know, this is a base foundation, you know, because A starts from here, below A there is nothing, yeah. So A starts from here, that first, he is the one, all credit goes to him, everything goes to him, everything came from him, and my everything I should offer to him. This is the basic foundation, I would say, which starts to being grateful. And when we start becoming grateful for small things, then we see the bigger picture out of it. Like for an example, if Mridang is not in place, Kartal is not in place. You know, there are two hands of Kartal, right hand, left hand. If left hand is not in place, right hand is not in place. Bhagavatam is there, but cover is not there. Sorry. So when we start bringing them together, so we bring the Kartal together, left hand, right hand, and we start playing, then it makes such a good thing. So I want to say, like, when we make small things come in place, that makes a good habit, a good character of a person. Similarly, when we become grateful for small things, starting from getting up in the morning till sleeping, then we can get a big picture out of this, that what all Srila Prabhupada gave us. And then this small bhajan is also there. Yadi Prabhupada na hote to kya hota. So this is actually a Hindi, but there is a Bengali version which Jai Pataka Swami Maharaj has written. And there he describes what all Prabhupada has given us. When we hear this bhajan, then we would remember, we will forget all our problems, we forget all our complaints, you know, we forget all our troubles when we listen to this bhajan. And we should listen to this bhajan. This creates shows us what all Prabhupada gave us, this bhajan, Yadi Prabhupada na hote. This bhajan. So there are many such sort of bhajans which we keep hearing, and when we, like for gratefulness, there are much more aspect. One aspect is, you know, forgiving, Or how can we forgive someone is, like I was telling someone, I forgot, that what happens is when someone commits a mistake, we see his actions, yeah. And when we commit mistake, we say, hey, you see my intention, why are you seeing my actions? We expect someone to forgive us based on our intentions, but it should be vice versa. When someone commits a mistake, we should try to go at his place. We should go in his shoes and keep the feet, and try to understand what his intention was behind this action. When we understand this, then we will be able to forgive. So when we forgive, then we will get this one aspect of being grateful, because we will see, oh, Krishna, okay, thank you. At least because of you, thank you, Prabhupada, because of you, I can stay with this devotee. Because you have forgiven him, so you don't have any grudges to carry. Yeah. And then you realize, oh, because of this devotee's association only I am surviving here. So there are many aspects which can help us to be grateful. But yeah, when we start putting the small things in place, we find a bigger picture of really being grateful. And then, yeah, ultimately, it's all given to us. We didn't bring anything. So there is nothing that we can be proud of. Yeah. This body, we took this, we were given this body. We were not given a choice to choose our parents. So everything has been given to us and everything will be taken off. So there is nothing to be proud of. And whatever we have got, we have received. We can be grateful for that. Because if we are not grateful, then we will be grateful when it is not there. We will understand, oh, that was so nice. Why did I leave it? And we will, instead of, that is the point, like Krishna says, it is said, Krishna gives and tests you, and Krishna first takes away from you and tests you. He tastes from both the ends. But to be in those tests, the mood comes from gratefulness. If we will realize, if we don't do it intentionally, initially, because we have to do initially we have to do intentional efforts, because we don't have love, we don't have taste towards holy name. We put so much of efforts intentionally to achieve the taste in holy name. So initially we have to start putting this gratefulness attitude intentionally. And when we do this, it will become our swabhav later on. And last foremost, I think, before we sleep, if we could write 3 sentences every day before sleeping, what are we grateful today for? That will create the stage for next day morning. And once you get up in the morning, you are already on the stage, and then whole day you can perform grateful day, That's how I would keep it up, Yes. I don't know if I could answer you completely, but these few practical things which I try to do. And I'm trying. So I request everyone to please pray for me and bless me that I keep trying, and then someday I try to serve in a right manner, in right time, with the right mood, and into right place, and serve our acharyas, our spiritual masters. Yeah. Any more questions? Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Prahlad Narasimhadev Bhagwan ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.